So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Get set.
Now Burrow on first down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now, 1 for 1, a lot more to go.
Ready?
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here we go.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
Here we go.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
11.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
On 1, ready?
They'll try and run with Mixon. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
11 MP, Kate. 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Cameron Sutton, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
On 1, ready?
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Here we go.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
11.
Now it's Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Here we go.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Burrow will throw. Able to find Higgins. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down. And this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 26. A first carry for the second-year man. It's Najee Harris. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Off-play action. Pickett eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. On the return is Williams. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
On point, ready?
Now Burrow. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they put field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Mixon with a first down carry to about the 26 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
I'm one, ready?
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Here's Burrow. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll run with Mixon. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win it?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's big Cameron Hayward adding another sack to his career total.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
On one, ready?
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Here we go, here we go.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
11 MT, Kate. 11 MT.
Burrow looking to pass. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Pickett sets up play action. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Going for it on fourth down. Here's Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Finding Pickens for another catch. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To the air on first down with Pickett. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Calvin Austin, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Hey, can. Can.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
The question for Mixon was after an injury rule 2020. Will he be back to his old self in 2021? And not only was he back, he was even better. He set career highs across the board, finished top 4 league-wide in yardage and touchdowns.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Damontae Kazee. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets. This ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson.
He's been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the gun again to Mixon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyler Boyd. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're able to return this all the way up to the 45.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. He'll let it fly for Austin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Pickett to throw on first down. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Steelers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. He completes it to Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
empty.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From midfield now, Burrow. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down. And he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Mixing up the middle. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On one, ready?
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow on play action. They'll roll, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montravius Adams gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
11 mighty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. He'll let it fly for Austin. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 57 yards. Well, if you pull up his college highlight reel, you will see no shortage of great throws, and here's one in his NFL debut for big yardage.
And this is going to be a big test early in his career. How accurate can he be on throws like this?
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
11 MT.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And that is taken in by Hurst. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
MT paint. 11 MT paint. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
From the 30 on second down. Burrow. Touchdown Bengals. Hayden Hurst. 30 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. And McPherson on for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Pickett now from the gun here. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Gun.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
11.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14 and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 72 yards on the ground for him so far. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
On 1, ready?
Now Burrow. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking...
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Daxton Hill picks it off, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD. So how about that? You draft him in the first round back in April, hoping he'll make some plays for you. And now look at this. Instant dividends. A pick six in his very first NFL game.
Put that ball on the mantle at home, young man.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, called it the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Going up top. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The clock showing 19 seconds to go. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here we go, here we go.
This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right?